Hill still for remembering our dear friend Tom Coburn last night. It really means a lot.
Well, you're welcome. That's an easy thing to do. He was kind of my mentor even before I considered running for senator in terms of what an ideal politician should be like.
It's a great mentor to have. Senator, thank you so much, and please be safe. Stay safe. John Heilemann, so you wanted to circle back around to Donald Trump. A lot of people, you talked about Monday's hydroxychloroquine statement being inspired by what he saw Sunday night on 60 Minutes. Do you think the general amping up of tweets and of conspiracy theories and this situation where he's throwing everything at the wall? Well, let me just ask you, what do you think is driving that, especially the last 2 weeks of sort of this political mania?
Right. You think about the Obamagate thing, Joe, and all the stuff you're talking about. You know, we were talking earlier about the notion of like elections, especially with incumbents, being won or lost in the spring of the election year, not in the fall. Right. So you're Donald Trump. What's the Obamagate thing about? It's about, in all these conspiracy theories, they are purely about your base, right? Those are all base reinforcement. They're not about anything about expanding your vote. And just as a matter of kind of axiomatically, if you're an incumbent president in the spring of a re-election year and you're worried about your base, as opposed to having your base locked down and trying to expand your vote, you're in trouble. And I was looking last week at, you know, they did this big negative ad buy on Biden last week. And I looked at that, I spent some time looking at that ad buy. And, you know, where he's on the air last week was the 6 core battleground states, right? Arizona, Florida, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan. So those are the 6 that we know both sides are going to fight for. And then they're on in Iowa, right? That's the 7th state. So in the spring of Donald Trump's reelection, he's putting money into a state he won by 9 points in 2016. That's a danger sign for the Trump team. And then you look at those battleground states. What are the markets he's on the air? And he's on the air in Grand Rapids, Michigan, in the Pittsburgh suburbs, in the panhandle of Florida. Joe, you tell me what it means for Donald Trump if he thinks in May that he needs to shore up his base in the panhandle of Florida in May of 2020. That, to me, is like a flashing red warning sign, not just that they are in trouble, but they know they're in trouble.
Well, right. What it means is that they really are trying to pull everybody out in Northwest Florida to compensate for all the votes they're going to be losing in the rest of the area. Grand Rapids is far different. That's obviously Romney territory. They were skeptical of Donald Trump originally, but then went to him. But obviously, they're in Grand Rapids for a different reason. And in Iowa, boy, that's just bad news. So, Caddy, I'm